And we now move down to the start of the Jubilee with the Lady Eleanor Holles School and Nottingham Rowing Club. And a tight start there between the two crews, Lady Eleanor Holles School and Nottingham Rowing Club, as they move past Temple Island. But this is going to be a tight race as we move down to the live pictures, and still neck and neck.
This is going to be such a tight race. I think certainly in this event for junior women's quads, these two crews are going to have a tight one all the way down to the line. We know that in that LEH boat, the Lady Eleanor Holles school boat, 4 of these girls were in the women's 8 that won bronze at the championship, in the championship girls 8 category at national school. So a really high caliber boat here. The Nottingham quad finished 6th at national schools, but nonetheless a dominating performance by them in that regatta. So I think this one could be quite a tight one.
And this is just such an incredibly competitive event, the Diamond Jubilee Challenge Cup. We can see the Nottingham Rowing Club there in the buck station. That's on your left-hand side of the screen with the blue and the yellow on the side of the rowing suits. They just have an ever so slight lead over the crew in the buck station, the Lady Eleanor Holles School. But we see such competitive racing. Many people have said that this is one of the toughest events, not only to qualify for, but then to make it through from round to round.
But we're just seeing such a resurgence in the calibre of junior women's rowing across the country, I think, here. And looking at Nottingham start to build out their lead here. They're overrating the LEH girls by about 2 pips. So Nottingham are up at 34 strokes a minute compared to LEH down at around 32.5. And that's paying dividends for them here. They look so comfortable and relaxed in their stroke. And with that, they're starting to build a bit of a margin, just passing Remenham Club that you can see in the background there. So coming up to the enclosures, that's a key point in their race strategies, where they'll be relying on a lot of the support from the bank to surge them through those last few hundred metres. And particularly when you've got a tight one here, we could see LEH get back in it if they've got a lot of supporters on the bank.
Yeah, I think Nottingham have made a really good move here. It's normally in that third quarter of the race that if you've got something to give, that's where you're going to give it. And it looks like Nottingham have really capitalised at this point, just taking a little bit more of a lead. I think they're out to about a boat length now, as we can see them looking around. The bow woman, Charlotte Brown, just having a quick look over her shoulder.
It's a great crew, this Nottingham Rowing Club crew. Not one of them stands out as, you know, a real shining star athlete, but it's a real demonstration of crew cohesion we're seeing here. So they row so well together. You can see by the cleanliness of their blade work. It's a real example to others for how you can get a crew to really cohese well.
Yeah, to even qualify in this event, you must be a tidy outfit. But for me, as we're starting to get down to the end, the breeze is really starting to take its toll. It's a long race, but it looks to me as though the crew from Nottingham Rowing Club, who are in the lead, they took an early lead about 3/4 into the race. They're really starting to show that they do have that superior blade work and timing, as you say, Peter. And the crew from the Lady Eleanor Holles School, they're putting in a very valiant effort. They're maintaining contact. They're certainly not letting Nottingham have it all their way, but just starting to suffer as they come into the dying stages of this race.
You can see how well controlled that Nottingham boat have over their race strategy. Kelly in the bow seat, Brown in the bow seat, really understands what's going on. She's having a quick peek across just to understand what's going on in that LEH boat and give them the opportunity to react to any final surges that they might try to put in to steal the win here. I think the key thing to call out here is that the winner of this race goes on to face either Henley Rowing Club B or Warrington. We won't find out which one until the last race of the day, but again, that's a really hot race in this event for the Jubilee for junior women's quads. Warrington possibly favourites in the category, so next round of this event is going to be a really, really tough one. But LEH looking great here, despite trailing Nottingham by about a length as we come up to the last couple of hundred metres.
And we can see the fantastic shots there from the drone, and it gives you a really good overview of what the course looks like. You can see the boats. You can see how hard it is to even go straight without a coxswain. It's such a difficult challenge.
And you usually, in many of the other boats that don't have coxswains, you usually have somebody with a foot pedal that allows you to turn the rudder. But quite often what you find in quads is you don't have a rudder at all, particularly on straight line racing. They just take the whole rudder system out. Because you've got 2 blades, you can adjust the pressure either through your right hand or the left hand, just to make sure that you keep straight. And what you can see, the bow girl there, Brown, in the Nottingham boat, has a quick peek round, just checking where they are versus LEH and versus the finish line. Have they got enough margin to hold it off? And it looks like they do.
And what a finish this is from Nottingham. I mean, I thought that they were going to walk away with it, but as you mentioned, Peter, the lady Eleanor Holles school, they really came back. They weren't out of it at all, but it went very tightly to the Nottingham Rowing Club school in the buck station. Lady Eleanor Holles school girls bending over their oars. They're absolutely exhausted. What a race in the Jubilee. The win going to Nottingham Rowing Club.